John 16:33. This year's rock centered around God's victory over our tribulations on earth. He speaks of the assured victory as though it were already accomplished. And therefore, as his children, we must put our faith towards Jesus and keep our eyes on him. It's easy to claim these things. I admit I wasn't planning on attending this year's rock. I told myself I was too busy to adjusting to school, work, etc. And that's where I went wrong. I thought I could do it all by myself. Basically, I thought I was too busy for Jesus. Usually when we're in a busy season of life, he finds a way to draw us back to him. Without realizing it, over the past year, I found myself so busy invested in other things that I've forgotten the joy and the necessity of just being with Jesus. We busy ourselves because we fear we don't have enough money, we fear we haven't studied enough, we fear we're missing out on fun activities, we fear all these things, forgetting God has already overcome the world. The speaker said something that resonated with me. When God calls you to do something that is bigger than yourself, do it afraid. And what many of us are afraid of is to be judged. Yet Christians are so hung up on judging how other people live their lives. We point at other people and ask how they became that way. Instead of asking how they became that way, we should be asking, how can we help? We as Christians are compelled to complete one another instead of competing with each other, for we are all one. Thank you.
Good morning. Our adventure to the rock retreat last week was exciting. The speaker, B. Haley, talked a lot about how we are one and how we should be different. He said, be different. You don't have to be like the world. You are not called to be like the world. We shouldn't want to be what the world expects us to be, since that isn't what God calls for us to be. Our calling is to be like Jesus and being a miracle to someone else. As Romans 5:2-6 says, each of us should please our neighbors for their good, to build them up. For even Christ did not please himself, but as it is written, the insults of those who insult you have fallen on you. For everything that was written in the past was written to teach us, so that through the endurance taught in the scriptures and the encouragement they provide, we might have hope. May the God who gives us endurance and encouragement give you the same attitude of mind toward each other that Christ Jesus had, so that one mind and one voice you may glorify the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. We should give each other a hand. We are made to complete each other and not to compete with them. Be more like Jesus and be different. That's why I learned that wrong.
Morning again. Like always, I'll keep my speech brief. And today, I don't think anyone really introduced it, but we're talking about our experience during the Rock weekend. And one thing we learned, or multiple, whichever. Time and time again though, Rock always holds a surprise for me, and probably a lot of the others around me. While there were some consistencies, like going to the boardwalk for funnel cake, going to that same hotel, going to that same candy kitchen. But there's always a new band on there, like Aaron Schuss and a co-singer friend, Jessica, something. A cool guest entrance from Morgan State's dance club, doing interpretive dance, I think. And especially the main speaker, B. Haley. Unexpectedly though, his sermon was pretty exciting, if not more exciting than the band's. His presence certainly made an impact on those who were present, and also me. Between his beatboxing and spitting was a message that came from his heart, and one of the takeaways I got was that we should follow Jesus and not other Christians. Don't follow other Christians just because they are Christian. That doesn't mean they're doing the right thing under God's name. They're just abusing their power, possibly. But anyways, follow your heart and do what you believe Jesus is telling you to do. Try to be like Jesus, but don't just speak about Jesus. Be Jesus through your actions. Thank you.
So our speaker, B. Haley, was a former drummer for Chris Tomlin's band, and he said many wonderful things at Rock. Like how we talked about real leaders do not make other followers for themselves, but they make others. And how he said, be careful who access to your ears, since they can access your heart. So you have to choose your friends carefully. And also, he mainly talked about the stereotypes and how not all white people are racist, and not all cops are bad, not all colored people are criminals, and not all Muslims are terrorists. He had a shirt that said, laundry is the only thing that should be separated by color. And later, he was partnered by this big clothing company and sold over like 600,000 t-shirts. In John 17:21, it says that all of them may be one. Father, just as you are in me and I am in you, may they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. And it basically means that humanity should be the only race. Thank you.
Good morning. Let me just start off by saying that what I'll be talking about is actually pretty sad and somewhat serious. And with that being said, my topic is about depression and suicide, since that's basically what we talked about in both of our breakout sessions. And it's something that, you know, a lot of people everywhere around the world suffer from. In many cases, a lot of younger people as well, mostly, I believe. And it's something that they face on a daily basis. And at Rock, at these short breakout sessions, there was one we had in the morning that we talked about the danger signs of people wanting to hurt themselves. And basically we talked about how to spot the danger signs and how to try and help the people that were planning on trying to end their own life. And unfortunately, this problem plagues pretty much everywhere around the world. And it seems that many of us who have seen a person suffering never helped, never said anything. And that's mostly because most of us don't know how. At least, I don't. We learned that if you see something, you should try and say something. Saying something can make all the difference to someone who is hurting. One thing that we learned that struck me the most in the morning session that we went to was that if you know that someone may be planning on hurting themselves, you should try and actually ask them if they're planning on hurting themselves. For me, I didn't actually think of doing this, nor did most people there by the reactions I saw. It's so obvious that yet no one ever thinks about asking it. Because you would think it's kind of a dumb question. Why would anyone answer that? But sometimes really, if they're serious and they want someone to help, they'll tell you as long as you ask them. There was also another story that was shared by a girl in the PM session, which is more like later in the evening, I think. And she mentioned that, her family, from the outside looking in, basically seemed like a normal Christian family. They go to church all the time, they helped out the church all the time, and they were always there, always had a Christian presence, right? But actually it was far from it. Her parents divorced when she was younger, and her dad sexually assaulted her when she was younger. And basically, when she didn't know what was happening because she was so young, but when around middle school she took a sex ed class, she learned exactly what her dad did to her now that was wrong. And after that, she became depressed and started cutting her wrist, abusing drugs and alcohol. But luckily, she went to a metal concert, but specifically a Christian metal concert, which most people didn't know was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. And there she met a guy named Chris, who was what most people would call a true Christian. He was genuinely nice to her, prayed with her, and they exchanged numbers and basically became friends afterwards. But even after meeting him, she still had all these bad thoughts. She was depressed. She was still using drugs and everything. And basically, one day she just couldn't take it and put a knife to her wrist in her basement and was planning on ending her own life. And before she did it, she asked God and begged God to, why her? Why was she suffering so much? But then she asked him, show me a sign that you're real. And basically, she then heard him say, I love you. She dropped the knife, cried, and immediately called her friend. And he prayed for her over the phone. She said that once we follow Jesus, you aren't going to struggle anymore. We don't need to follow Jesus because he's bigger than all of our problems. And I'll just end with my message by saying this. Walking with God and following God is not easy, but it is worth it in the end. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to share a short talk about what I learned from the Rock Conference. B. Haley was indeed an inspiring speaker to the youth. One of his wise words I gained was how to make a difference. Well, the best way to make a difference is to be different. Different in the sense that I should be the source of light and inspiration. To whom should I display such light? To my teachers, classmates, friends, and my parents. It is also the church mission to be visible and inviting presence of Christ in our lives as believers. It makes me embrace the thought of putting Christ in my heart. He is goodness, righteousness, and most of all, Christ is love. And through this love, we come in oneness to serve him, honor him, and worship him. B. Haley is the founder of the We Are One movement. He encouraged us to be one in our faith, breaking every barriers, and be one through love, the kind of love God gave to mankind through the offering of his Son, Jesus Christ, the Savior. The other thing I learned was the call of renewing my faith and re-accepting Christ as my Lord and Savior. It was in February 15th of the same Rock Conference that I accepted Jesus in my life. Through last week's conference, I had the opportunity to renew and re-strengthen my relationship with Christ. Indeed, Christ has overcome the world through the love of God. Thank you and God bless.